For whatchamacallit on retake. Maybe we look right up.
Wait a minute, I didn't know we were gonna take one here.
Oh, you already started. Oh Lord, yo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. Yo, what's going on, man? What up? What up? What up? All right, stay focused on this camera right here. Okay. What's going on, y'all? All right, so we're live on 3 different YouTube channels, so just bear with us. Tried to get my Legion laptop to work, but we got to work out the kinks with that. Anywho, it's all good, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this video. So this video is about Andrew Tate. Just heard about this guy yesterday. So not even a full 24 hours. While I was at work, I actually asked a few people who he was. There was a lot of mixed feelings about this gentleman right here, man. I've seen, I want to say like 2 or 3 different videos about him. And one of the videos I agreed with him 100% on. It was about children and the LGBTQ, all of that. But yeah, I definitely, I love his points that he made about that particular video. Have you ever heard about Andrew Tate?
So you mentioned him yesterday, but other than that, I mean, it was just, the only thing you mentioned was they said you should watch his video.
Yeah.
So, no.
Is this one? Got a little bit more.
Yeah, got a little bit more.
All right.
But I Googled him. But, Google is full of opinions. So
absolutely,
I am excited to kind of actually see a video because I have not seen.
So here's the thing, man. I actually love what one of my friends said today, man. The way that I am is, you can tell me what you think about a person 1,000,001 times. And I'm going to form my opinion based on either a conversation that I have had with that individual. And if I cannot have a conversation with that individual, then I'll do a deep dive just to see where they are coming from. All right. So nobody's opinion about this gentleman is not going to affect my opinion in any type of way. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So all the rest of YouTube channels, unfortunately, you guys are not going to be able to see it. This is going to be available on Katie and JoJo's show. If you guys want to scroll over to that one, I'll be doing some separate videos for these other channels a little bit later. You guys already know on Katie's Empire, we're gonna do a little deep dive a little bit later on about this young man. Anyway,
so we're Andrew Tate.
Andrew is it? Yeah, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
I think. Let me see. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Yeah. Yeah, man, it was a lot of people, a lot of women that had something to say about this guy, but y'all will still be able to hear the audio.
Maybe I need a little teacup or something because I feel like this is about to be juicy.
Man, let me tell you something. This dude, he's off the chain, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna speak his mind or whatnot, and 60%. Say whatever is on his mind. You see that? Reach me that. Yeah. We're gonna try to bump this volume up a little bit so everybody will be able to hear it, man. Remember, it's gonna be between 3 channels. We're gonna try to get this thing pumping and jumping. All right, we should be good. Yeah, headphone, cuz you know what time it is. Don't have to like it.
From what I've seen on this guy, there seems to be a lot more negative reviews than positive.
I love it.
So we will see. But he's a boxer, right?
I want to say he was a kickboxer. He was like a world champion in kickboxing. Like, yeah, he'll whoop somebody's ass. What I heard, dog, for real. They say he's super animated, aggressive. Hey, man, they were saying a lot of bad things about Kevin Samuels at the end of the day, man. So, put it bad nobody. All right, here we go.
Kevin knew his stuff.
Yeah. Kevin definitely had facts to back up his stuff, and we're gonna see, man. Like I said, we're gonna see. I've seen some stuff about him, whatnot, but I have not formed an opinion about him just yet.
Are you anti-woman? I love women. In fact, interesting statistic: 100% of the people I've ever had sex with were women. So I love women. I have nothing against women at all. I'm not sexist in any regard. I'm not misogynist either. I'm a realist. Like, I'm a realistic person. As a realist, in the modern world, they're going to call you sexist, misogynist, etc. But I'm none of those things. I am just.
Why do they call you that?
Because I say the truth.
Which is?
Women can't fight. Men are stronger.
It was say women can't. Oh,
First of all,
good grief, boy, man. Hey,
strike
he
one.
about to go in.
Strike one. Women can't fight.
Maybe he means, in a fight, a man's
I think he means men physically are more apt for that.
Yeah, stronger and all that. Technically, men is built for it.
I know he knows some kickboxing women.
Yeah.
Like base more true things. I think another thing I said, and maybe I'll upset the ladies on the podcast, I hope not, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
Probably will.
I said if I were to get on a plane and that plane was to fly into the eye of a hurricane, there was a 50% chance of it crashing. I'd want a male pilot because I think that males are better under stress and under pressure. I think they're less likely to get emotional in a life or death situation. That's why they make better soldiers. And that doesn't mean that doesn't make me misogynist, but
so that's interesting, man.
That is true.
I think men probably do a little bit better under pressure, man. Especially, the men that I grew up around, those guys, they tend to do better under pressure.
Well, I think men make a better decision based on facts and like the situation rather than emotion. Not these new age men, but like men.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely make a decision not in their feelings.
And pressure is made for shoulders, not hips.
Pressure is what happens to coal that makes a diamond.
doesn't make me sexist. That's just true. Women are better at other things than men. And I'll sit here and say women are better at X. But I will say that men are better at Y. I'm not going to sit and pretend that we're all the same. We're not. Under pressure, when your life is on the line, anyone who's honest would want a male pilot in said situation. You would not want a female pilot.
So I disagree with that. I think that's a person by person, but I agree with men are stronger than women. I don't think anyone can argue that.
If you're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave.
Not knowing anything about either of them, they're both pro pilots. No, I wouldn't. We're not talking about dunking a basketball.
Well, I would choose a man because I know from my own personal experiences that when shit hits the fan and emotions are high and it's life or death, that the man is more likely to remain calm. And calm is what's going to keep me alive. So I would choose the man. For the same reason,
So in most life or death situations, would you prefer
male? I would prefer a male pilot. However, let me address this real quick. Mm-hmm. There are some chicks that can dunk on dudes for days.
Right.
So for him to make that comparison, it's like...
Yeah, the other guy, I don't know what he was saying. This is not about dunking a basketball. That didn't make any
That made him
sense.
Seem sexist or misogynistic.
What are you talking about, brother, man? That had nothing to do with this doggone situation.
Would choose women to do other things. Let me give you another example then, Dave. If gender roles aren't real, and you're now...
No, I think there are gender roles are real. That particular example, though, I'm sure you can have great female pilots.
I never said you couldn't. I said I'd choose a man in that particular situation.
I don't say a lot of stuff about women like that they're your property.
That's not what I said. I was talking about an OnlyFans company when that question was asked. But I said that if a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man. That's his woman. So if she wants to do OnlyFans, she owes him some money because she's his. Yes, that's what I said.
That's crazy.
You think if a man, you think that a man going out with a girl that's just your property? There can't be an equal relationship?
That one was nuts. That one was nuts.
This is where it goes crazy.
That one you can. If I understood what you said, that if a guy and a girl is dating and a girl does OnlyFans, she owes him a cut.
No, 100%.
Girl,
100%.
She is his girl.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because she's his.
Yeah, so that's what.
So that is you saying that women are your property.
It's not about being property. It's about the fact that she belongs to him and the intimate parts of her body belong to him because they're in a relationship. And if she wants to sell those, he has a stake in those parts of her body.
Interesting. And what do you think about that, Ginger?
So I think he's being extreme. He's being extreme on this one, but I think this is why he's saying that. I think it's like a respect thing, right? Mm-hmm. So if a female feels like she wants to show off her body
Mhm.
and not respect the man that she's with,
Mhm.
you gonna pay me. So it pretty much means I don't respect you enough as a woman
Yeah.
that if that's the decision that you're gonna make, I'm gonna deal with you like you out here for the streets.
Yeah.
You want to be out here for the streets, okay? And I still date you, then fine. I'm gonna be your pimp. That's pretty much what he's saying. It's pretty much to deter that woman from, hey, it's pretty much him saying, I don't want you to have your body out there, but if you are, this is how I'm gonna treat you. I think it's kind of like a metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he said so the lady kept saying property, but he was basically saying like it's not really about property. He was saying, if you've been intimate with that man, then that you've given your body to that man, like in a way. And technically you shouldn't be giving it out to anybody, selling it any type of way. But if you do, then a man should get a piece of that. Because technically, again, she's given her body to that man.
So it's reverse. Male porn star owes the woman.
I don't know, because I think the women belong to the man. I think the woman's
that's inherently where you get called sexist.
No, it's not. Well, you can call me sexist if you want, but if you look at marriage, it's the bride's father who gives her away. It's not the groom's father. It's tradition.
I gotta guess
that
man. So it's slavery.
But I gotta guess as somebody who's multicultural and everything.
Wait. She says so it's slavery.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about with it's the bride's father that gives her away.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
Gives her away to the man. Now she's basically your responsibility, You're
right. So the man is providing. So why would he pay her something if that's what he's supposed to do is provide? Okay.
That certainly is a tradition that does not apply everywhere.
The woman is always given over to the man. Read the Bible, read the Quran. I'm not saying they're appropriate. I'm saying they're given to the man and they belong to the man. It doesn't mean they're pure property without emotion. It means they're given to the man. They take the man's name.
You said it's her parts. You said it's the guy's parts. You're like, if she's on OnlyFans, the guy owns those parts, so he gets a cut.
Well, those parts are intimate, right? Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of her being his.
Yeah, but you didn't do reverse. When I said
But he just said, now before, he probably going to answer this, but before he said that he believes that a woman belongs to a man. So I guess he's saying it's not the other way around. A man belongs to a
right.
Yeah, because you don't give your son away at the altar. You give your daughter away. Yeah.
When you think about it, in every culture, you are giving the woman to
to the man.
The man.
Yeah. If you break it down,
he doesn't owe the girl a cut.
Correct, because he doesn't belong to her. She still belongs to him.
Correct. So that's the sexist part.
And you've also said that you could have multiple partners, but a female that was with you couldn't also have multiple partners.
Well, a woman could say that same thing if she decided. She could say, I can sleep with multiple men, but my men can't sleep with multiple women if she so chooses. We're all free individuals, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't agree if a woman said that.
I don't think I would personally find that revolting. Correct. But there are women who find what I say revolting.
So you're not telling other people what to think. You're just saying how you think.
Is that Photoshop?
Yeah, I mean, I think if a man is not sexually exclusive, it's not the same as if a woman is. Because with a woman, you have the paternity issue. With a man, you don't have a paternity issue. If I have 3 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, yeah, I mean, I think if a man is not sexually exclusive, it's not the same as if a woman is, because with a woman you have the paternity issue. With a man, you don't have a paternity issue. If I have 3 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, we know who the mother and who the father is. If you have 1 woman and 3 men, you don't know who even the parents are if she got pregnant. So it's a whole big issue, right? Science can step in and fix it.
Definitely.
But
DNA tests are pretty accessible nowadays.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly it. So I said science can step in and fix it, but that doesn't mean it's not haram and against the will of God. Look, read the Bible, and there was not a single woman who was celebrated for having multiple husbands. Female promiscuity has always been disgusting and frowned upon. In every single book ever written, ever, in all of history, in all cultures ever, women were supposed to be virgins. Women sleeping with lots and lots and lots of men has never been celebrated, ever. Besides, in the last 40 years in the West, in a degrading society. Well, yeah, okay, cool. But if you're going to look at it traditionally, women were not supposed to act that way. And I don't think women want to act that way anyway. I don't think women intrinsically want to look a bunch of people.
I don't think you know what I want.
Okay, all right. Oh, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. That was a lot to freaking digest, man. I just wanted to stop it for a quick second. And so what he's saying right now is women are supposed to be virgins. You know, they're not supposed to be out here living for the streets, even though you do have I'm going to say a small percentage. Hopefully it's a small percentage of women that don't think like this. They don't think like some men think or whatever. Or they're supposed to be giving their body away to everybody. Technically, you know, a woman should be with only one man, but he's saying if a man wants to, you know, he should have that right or whatever.
Well, in that regard, he's saying it's his preference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she can either go with it or not go with it.
Yeah.
But if it were on the other foot, like if it was the girl that
mm-hmm.
had multiple men, he would be like, no.
Yeah, and
But that's his preference. So mm-hmm. it's some men would be.
And he also made the argument was basically saying that, you know, in every single last book you look through history or whatever, that stuff has always been frowned upon. But even if you look in the Bible, you have a lot of different men that had, you know, multiple wives and slept with, you know.
Well, a lot of that was written by men. And women are just now.
I mean, if you even look at not just the Bible, but all other books, most of the time that stuff is still frowned upon. And when a man does it, I'm not saying it's like natural, but it's a little bit more acceptable than if a woman was to do it.
But that was in a society created by men.
But that's still the society that we pretty much live in today.
Yeah. The culture.
Well, the women I know don't want to. When I meet a woman, she doesn't say, "I can't wait to get out there and sleep with a bunch of dudes." Maybe there are some. I don't know.
There's definitely like cleat chasers who fucking love that.
I don't know where.
That's a small. I think that's a very small percentage.
We can purport that. We can attempt to label me without all we want. I'm happy to.
The only reason why I'm saying is because I know a lot of women. I've spoken to a lot of different women, and most of them say that they would prefer to settle down, have a man, you know, be a wife, even though most, you know, some of them aren't, but they would prefer just to be with one man instead of being out here miserable like most of them are, single, dating. They don't want to do that for the rest of their lives. Most women, not talking about, you know, the small portion of those chicks that's out there for the streets, but most women actually want to be settled down in a relationship with a man.
I think what's happened now is most women identify sex as like an emotional connection. Mm-hmm. But what they don't realize is even though the female is emotional, about 90% of the time, the guy is not. Mm-hmm. So men, that comes back to that men, you know, they don't react with their emotions like females do. So I think women, they do want to just be with one person, but the misconception is if I give him my body, he's going to accept me. And that's why we probably have so many promiscuous females, because they're trying to find the one, but they're using the wrong thing to get it.
Fact. I agree.
I absolutely not really love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman, if someone touched any of my woman, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life to protect her. I believe that women are beautiful creatures. I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do certain things and men do certain things. And we live in a world now where the whole idea of the roles has been conflated to the fact where if I come along and say women are better with children, men are better at fighting, I'm somehow sexist when it's clearly true. There's nothing wrong with stating the facts. It's the truth.
You're mixing them up because I agree with some of what you're saying. Like,
again, but then you throw in the OnlyFans, you need 100% correct thing. Like that's I don't think anybody here is arguing that like in a fist fight, a man's gonna win.
Okay.
Yeah. What about intelligence? Do you think women are as smart as men?
Well, it's been proven that the smartest people in the world are men.
See,
that's been proven.
I'm pretty sure that's fake.
That's been proven. So there's the bell curve, right? So men are more likely to be on the extremes. So the most stupid people on the planet are men, and the most intelligent people on the planet are men. Women are more likely inside of the middle of the deviation. So this has all been proven, right? Men are more likely. Read the study. It's more likely men are
study.
Google it.
What are you counting?
I'm gonna Google it. What am I writing in? What am I writing in for a Google?
Are men smarter than women?
Okay.
It may, I think, it might be one.
But I can also give you personal experience if you'd like.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Sucks up.
I just highest IQ in the world. Literally what comes up. Marilyn von Savant has one of the world's highest IQs. She is known as the smartest person in the world.
Cool. Then all right, cool. Then I'm totally wrong. I never even said. All I told you is that the most stupid people in the world were men, the most intelligent people in the world were men. I read a study on it 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought, you know what? I know some stupid men. I don't know women that dumb. I agree with that. And I know some really smart men. I don't know women that smart.
Interesting. So that is Andrew Tate, my friends. From some people that actually heard and some people that actually seen. That's Andrew Tate. All right. Ginger, what are your thoughts on this gentleman?
So he's I don't think he's sexist. I think he's just an extremist for old world values.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because when he goes into detail on how he'll protect and provide for a woman, he's holding up his end of the bargain as a man. And so I think when you in your relationship, if you respect those gender roles, that works.
Yeah, it could work for you. Absolutely.
It definitely works. Yeah. So, and I think the stuff that he says in regard, they keep talking about OnlyFans or whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna keep bringing that up.
But I really honestly think it's a respect thing for him. If you don't respect yourself enough in a relationship to whatever, like that, I think that's what that's coming down to. Is respect. And
this is just initial thoughts, like JoJo said, man. I actually just heard about this guy. I looked up a video yesterday. So all this has pretty much happened within 24 hours. I had a few different of my subscribers comment and say, check out Andrew Tate and let me know what you think. Definitely interesting guy, man. I still have to continue to watch a few more of his videos before I draw a conclusion on my thoughts about him, man. Definitely an interesting character. I would not compare him to Kevin Samuels. That's what I kept seeing in the comments. People continue to compare him to Kevin Samuels. I don't think they're like in I'm not gonna say it any type of way, but I think Kevin approached things a lot differently. And I think again, just off from seeing some of his videos or whatever, I think Kevin's approach was a little bit different, and Kevin's goals and everything was completely different from this guy right here.
Yeah, you can tell this guy.
A young gun.
He
a young gun. He'll fight him.
Call him a young gun if you want to. He is. Well, one of the things that he said was, what did he say about the Western world? That's America. When people from other countries talk about, the Western civilization. Yeah. And he was like, I don't know, what did he call us? Disgusting, or it was something in regards to value. So you could tell he really doesn't like our values. Yeah. And like in those other countries,
I can see that too.
In other countries, those gender roles are still in line. Yeah. Like they're still intact. So
and for the most part, theirs is still working.
Where we feel like he's extreme, where he's from, this is the norm.
Yeah.
This is how it is. So
yeah. And I've been around a lot of different cultures from the people that I work with, just encountered on a day-to-day basis. And the things that I see from, again, different cultures of people that come through one of the places that I work, you can tell. We'll do a deep dive a little bit later on that. But I did want to kind of chime in on that though, man. Family resort, how those women act from different countries compared to like American women, like how they act. I see a lot more of them when they come in. They do have a husband or they got a man with them versus the American women. They come in there. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. We do need to kind of go back and in certain ways, man. And let me share this one more. Let me share this. or take some notes from cultures that are doing things that actually work, rather than doing what the hell we're doing right now, which is going completely off the grid and doing what the French toast we want to do, and getting the worst freaking results.
Not French toast.
Yeah, that's my dog. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. All right, so this next one is titled Black Man. This is going to be the last one. All right, it's called The Black Man. All right, let's go ahead and chat.
If you want to take over a planet, the first thing that you have to do is you have to take out the alpha males or the strong males from the planet.
So when I say the black man, they are talking about like the black man, and y'all just listen.
Okay. Now let's disperse this mob.
This is a clip about Malcolm X, how much power he had, for those that can't see it. Yeah. He's telling them to march.
That's too much power for one man to have.
Because the strong alpha males protect the divine feminine.
But I'm a hard man on the women.
Are you?
You say you're a hard man on the women.
Yes, we have to be very careful when it comes to women. See, the building of a new nation begins with the woman. Because the mother is the first teacher of the child. The message that she gives that child, the child gives to the world. So we have to be very careful.
There has been a concerted effort, which is now increasing to emasculate the strong men on the planet.
So gotta make sure I keep chiming in with this, man. So those first two clips were basically kind of taken out of Malcolm X autobiography, or it was from the movie autobiography of Malcolm X.
Directed by Spike Lee.
Yeah. And in the first clip, it was just Malcolm X outside of the police department. And I'm not going to go through all of it. Let's just say it was like a mob in front of the police department. And the chief of police was basically, telling him to break everything up, and we'll let you see the guy that's being held or whatever. So Malcolm X, basically signaled for everybody to leave. And when he did that, the chief of police basically said, that's too much power for one man to have. And, it's a lot of conspiracy about what happened to Malcolm X. We're not going to dive into that. So the next clip was about Malcolm X having a conversation, I believe, with I'm not sure who he's having a conversation with on here. I'm about to rewatch the movie.
Betty.
That was his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, so he was having a conversation with his wife on here. I done read that book like almost 3 times, but I've only watched the what's the name once. But anywho, he was basically explaining to her why he was so hard on the women. And his breakdown was basically, the mother is the first teacher that a child has in their life. And you have to be really careful about the message that you're passing down, because that message is going to be passed down from generation to generation. So that's the reason why he was so hard on the women that are in the nation of Islam or whatever. All right. So now we're at a clip with Will Smith, and Will Smith is getting a massage from a guy. All right.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
God's
That's not the wedding.
And you can see through television and films how they are feminizing men more and more and more. You'll see. You're gonna learn.
And you can see this in when I tell you this stuff be pissing me off sometimes, and I have to remember to control my emotions. But how they are doing a lot of men, especially the black man. I'm not saying they're just doing it just to the black man, but especially the black man, put them in dresses, they really start, like if you look at Netflix now, oh my goodness, you know, men kissing men, men getting married to men. It's like they're pushing that in every single last movie, TV show, every freaking episode. When
Disney?
It has nothing, yeah, Disney,
With the new Lightyear,
everyone,
Buzz Lightyear.
they are put. I didn't even watch that. I didn't watch that crap, man.
I did not.
They're pushing it again on the younger generation, the kids. They're pushing that more. They're pushing that type of stuff more than Black history. All right, we're gonna continue.
How to suck dick. What? Oh God. I said, I want you to learn how to suck. I heard you.
In men dressed up in female clothes, or men.
What movie this is, man? But yeah, man, they're doing it a lot, man. And yo, people are selling their freaking soul, man, for a freaking buck, dog. And
I would never think that I don't know what this movie is, but I would never think he would play a role like that.
Very flattering. But frankly, if you can't get women to wear them, you'll never get blokes.
In perhaps in sitcoms or in television TV shows, you'll see the male more and more emasculated and the female playing the dominant role.
What the hell are y'all doing here together?
Beating somebody's ass?
Beating somebody's ass. I told you to let me handle this. What happened?
Look, I'm going home.
No, let me take you home.
Well, I got this.
Mama. What happened?
He sent somebody after you.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and he threatened you again.
Oh, yeah, let me guess. You ain't defending me, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What?
You defending me?
Yeah, I was.
This is not to empower the female in any way. This is a trick to make it look like that it's empowering the female, when in fact.
And I'm not even trying to be funny right now, but you have two Caucasian people that are sitting up here telling, and this message is gonna go over so many people's heads, man. It's crazy.
It is taking away the protection from the female. If you feminize the alpha males on the planet, the divine feminine won't have protection. If they are not protected by the alpha males on the planet, then the war is over, and then they win.
I'm gonna leave this up here for a second for you guys to go and check out the young lady's page, because I don't wanna. Let me see. Come on, man. There it is.
It's so quick.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, y'all gonna have to go back and pause it. But yeah, man, that was titled "The Black Man." My bad.
Yep.
That's me talking, as always. But yeah, man, that was titled "The Black Man." I'm gonna share that. It's actually been shared on my YouTube channel already, man. Y'all go check that out, man. But that was titled "The Black Man," and this is exactly what they are doing, what they have been doing over the course of the last few years, probably a little bit more than that, man. But it's really gotten extreme in these last 2 to 3 years, man. And I have zero respect for any actor or whoever gets on screen with a freaking dress on and doing all this extra stuff. Zero tolerance for that crap. Anyway, JJ, you got anything you want to add about this this situation, this last situation that we watched my call?
I mean, they are pushing the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
They in everything, every show, every movie. Well, I won't say every show and every movie. It's predominantly Black African American TV shows and movies. You're gonna see this. Mm-hmm. And like what you'll see in Black shows and Black movies is, soft porn. Mm-hmm. Like you'll pretty much see soft porn, but on the white shows, it's more suggested.
Yeah.
Like what was I can't remember what we were watching. Extra. Like Lock and Key.
Yeah.
Lock and Key. They weren't like slobbing each other down and having sex and all this stuff. It was suggested because we had watched season, and I'm like, who is this guy? Who is he with? It wasn't until they actually went through the marriage that I was like, oh, okay, that's his guy or whatever. Yeah. So it's always suggested. They're not doing the most. when they do stuff for us, it's stuff like P Valley. I have not watched.
Never
one
have,
show.
never will. Nah, yeah, I'm good on that.
Even if it is entertaining, I don't want to see that. I don't want to put that in my spirit. I definitely don't want my kids seeing that stuff. My kids will not see the new Buzz Lightyear movie. It's just not happening. That's just my preference for anyone that lives that lifestyle. You know, it's definitely up to you, and that's completely fine. But I don't want anything to be forced on me, and I have to accept it. Like, to each his own.
Absolutely, man. He'll raise his kids. I believe this is it. Let me see. If I think this is it, man. I don't want to click on nothing that is not it, but
the clickbait.
Right. We're gonna try to share this.
And those clickbaits.
Last one before we get out of here. We got to do one more video. We get up out of here. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. Thank you guys so much for the like, man. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all leave a comment on the things that we're talking about today. First of all, we was talking about Andrew Tate. If you have not heard about this guy, they're comparing him to Kevin Samuels. On no level is he could ever be where Kevin Samuels was, or provide the factual data that Kevin Samuels did. And then on just demasculizing Black men and the narrative of what they're trying to throw into our TV and TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? We do try to answer as many comments as we can. So we definitely appreciate you guys.
Yeah, let's just say this, man. All the channels are growing very quickly, man. I mean, I knew it was gonna grow pretty quick, but again, man, we do appreciate everything, man. We're gonna do this real quick. It's only 2 minutes.
I'm gonna be having probably about 8 or 9 kids and about 4 or 5 different kids.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Go big or go home, man.
Yeah, because I don't see why not. And I really, once again, it's gonna piss off the feminists. Fuck, I'll piss you all off. Women are the oven, so they're gonna create my children, but I'm the man, and I'm gonna mold them in the way to be the way I need them to be. Although you need a good mother who's dutiful and caring, you need a mother to provide them with their basic nutritional needs. Their emotional development and who they are as people, I really believe is down to the father. I really believe that. Yeah. And the woman keeps them fed and clothed, but when shit really goes down, it's their dad's advice.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I believe.
The wisdom, the philosophy.
All those things. So I know the kids are going to be fantastic no matter who the mother is.
Yeah.
So I can go pick up a girl today and have kids for today. And they're going to be fantastic anyway because I'm Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
So and because
you gotta respect
Eastern Europe, I don't have to worry about it. No one's going to take me to court. No one's going to disturb me.
The laws here are a lot less crazy for that kind of stuff.
It's completely less crazy. And also because I'm a foreign national Tunisia, so I can't lose from a financial perspective. You know, put me in jail. You know, I'm going to give the mother the money she needs. If she gets too fresh, she can go hungry for a week and she'll know to be nicer to me. And everything's going to be fine. So that's the reason I'm going to do what I do. And I'm going to have a legacy from it. And I don't see there's any reason not to. That's absolutely 100% my plan. And when people sit and say to me, oh, that's going to make you a bad father, I disagree. Fathers have always been away from their kids. They were at sea.
Yeah.
They were in the Navy. They were at war. They were in the mines. They were at work 20 hours a day. Fathers have always been away from their kids. They've always been temporary.
Building civilization, bringing
the money home. They've always been temporary. Yeah. So I don't have to go to work because I've got other ways to make money. So fine, I'm going to fuck some other girls, but I'll be back in a couple days. It's the same thing.
That's like almost your job anyway, though.
Well, basically, yeah. Keep the cameras running. So, you know, that's going to be my plan. And you know, people can sit there and go, oh, yeah, that's bad, whatever. When I'm 60, 70 and I have 8 or 9 kids, and they're all going to love me and we're all going to get along fine. They're all going to be realistic about the fact there's a whole bunch of mothers. And when the sons grow up, they're going to understand why.
Okay, so that definitely wasn't what I was looking for. I thought that was going to be a little bit more about something else, man.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
Oh man. But I don't even
I don't want to promote what he just said.
Y'all, but the clip that I was looking for was basically him talking about there it is right there. We found it.
What do you think of it? Transgenders going and reading nursery stories and from
leave the kids alone. If you want to chop your dick off, I have nothing against that. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-transgender. I'm not anti any of these things. What I am anti is propagating your worldview on other people's children. If you're gay and you can't have kids, why do you now believe it's your right to go to other people's kids and tell them how to think? If you've decided that the type of sex you want to have will prevent you from procreating, that's your decision, right? You've decided that having sex with women isn't worth it for you. You don't want to have children. You want to have sex with men. Fine, your decision, and you're entitled to it. That does not give you the entitlement to go to other people's families who did decide to have children and raise them and try and program their children. Leave the kids alone. You can be as transgender as you like. Don't come talk to my kid about it. That's my child. I will program my child with my worldviews. I raise them. I pay for them. They're my kid. They're not your kid. And they're not the government's kid.
What do you think of it?
Man, listen, he killed that. That was like the first clip that I seen from him. And I was just like, yo, that right there, I can respect that 110%, man. Absolutely. Yes, sir. He killed that, man. I agree.
He's a different breed.
Yeah, he definitely
is a different breed. I gotta respect what he's talking about.
How many people is actually speaking on something like that and put it that way?
There's Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. I'm about to go back and check it.
Well, I mean, not about the kids, but you know, shoot. And that's because they don't care about the cancel culture. Yeah. You can't cancel them.
You can't cancel somebody that don't give a damn about what you got to say. Gonna make money regardless.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video right here because we actually have to do another video, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate the likes, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Or rich as F. Exactly, man. They gonna make money regardless. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and chop this right here, man. We'll tune in what you got. We'll tap in with you guys in just a second, man. We actually gonna put another video out. We're gonna run some things by JoJo, see what she's talking about. She got some surprises for us or whatnot. But man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Good night.
Peace. You can go ahead and hit that once, and then I'm gonna hit this one. Y'all be easy.